Welcome to the training video for the United Way of the Midlands annual review process in the EC Impact database. The review is a requirement for all certified partner agencies. This video will cover filling out the forms in the database, and I will also explain the combined federal campaign. Once you are logged into the database, you're going to look on the left-hand navigation pane for the current year's annual review packet. This is being recorded in 2014, but you'll need to look for whatever the current year is. You should have in the database the current year and the previous years, just for reference if you need it. So once you select that link, you'll see a list of the forms that will be required, as you can see by the asterisk, as well as the attachments section. This video will cover the first two forms. You'll also notice on this page the status of the forms. Some of them may be in progress. You should start with not started for each one of them, and the database keeps track of where you are in the system and when you last updated the forms. We'll start with the agency overview form. This is kind of a general form that we ask everyone to fill out. At first, you're going to be asked about your participation in the combined federal campaign. All partner agencies are invited to be a part of the United Way of the Midlands Federation in the combined federal campaign, or CFC for short. Participation is optional. CFC approved agencies are listed in the campaign documents of all federal workers as agencies eligible for designations. The documents collected as part of the United Way annual review are the same ones required by the CFC, which is why we put these processes together. If you elect to participate in the United Way of the Midlands Federation, we will actually collect and submit these documents for your agency. The only additional task is for each agency to fill out and sign the CFC application, which you can find in the Resource Center here on the left. It says CFC application right there. You can download it and fill it out. The signed document, the signed application, will need to be attached in the database if you select this first option right here, saying that you will participate in the United Way of the Midlands Federation. Option 2 is for agencies who elect to submit all application materials directly to the Midlands CFC, and United Way of the Midlands will not be responsible for them as part of the CFC campaign. Option 3 is for those who are either not eligible for CFC or for those who elect not to participate, which you are welcome to do. So once you decide your CFC status and select that right here, then you'll be able to fill out the rest of the form. You'll need your IRS 990 to fill out parts of this form. We do collect certain financial data to pull in the aggregate for our agencies. And you'll also need to refer to your Secretary of State registration letter for the year, because we do also ask for the expiration date for that. As you fill out this form, you may notice that some of the sections are already filled out. You're welcome to change those. Those have been pulled from other forms, and so some of that information may be outdated, so please update as necessary. You'll also notice on this form there are a number of question marks. If you hover over the question marks, you don't even have to click on them, then a little box pulls up to actually explain what we mean by each prompt or question. So those are very important to double check that you're answering the correct thing as you're filling out this form. I've already got most of this form filled out just for training purposes. You'll also notice a section about 990s, 990EZs, and pro formas. Please refer to your manual for more information about that. When you get to the agency's AFR, which is the administration and fundraising rate, This spot will actually be blank, and it will be automatically calculated from the numbers that you fill in on the forms above. You'll notice that we do tell you exactly which line in the IRS Form 990 to pull this particular number from. You may also get this number from your audit if you had one done. So once you find the number in your 990 and plug in the numbers, what you can do is go to the very bottom and hit Save My Work, and at that point the AFR will be calculated. And so that's actually a percentage here based on these kind of gibberish numbers that I put in for training purposes. So once you've filled out the form, again, as I said, most of this will come from your IRS 990. You can hover over the question mark if you have any questions. You can either hit Save My Work or Save My Work and return to the next page to save a draft, or you can hit Save My Work and mark as completed. This basically tells the system that you're finished with this form and that it's ready for the final submission. Once you click this, you actually can go back and edit the form as needed, but after you edit it, you do need to make sure you hit Mark as completed again at the very end. All of the forms need to be marked as completed in order to activate the final submission process. You'll notice that the status is updated to completed, ready to submit, so that the system knows that that form is finished. Now, each year you may have different forms to fill out. This year there's just the agency overview and the certification statements, but you'll of course need to fill out all the forms that are available in the system depending on the year that you're filling this out. These certification statements check compliance with your certified partner agreement with United Way of the Midlands. So please make sure that you read each one of these, and you're going to either select comply or not comply. I'm going to quickly fill this out for our purposes today, but please make sure that you review these carefully. There's no other specific data that's needed on this particular page. And then you're going to certify it. Again, you can either save it as a draft, but you must hit Mark as completed in order to activate the final submission process. If you have any questions about these forms, about what to fill out, or if you're having any technical problems, please consult the manual first, or else you can contact United Way of the Midlands. The next video will discuss the annual review attachments section.